Good afternoon, everybody. Great to see so many people who've joined today's session. This is Andrew here from careermap.co.uk and welcome to our latest live event for today. Today we're joined by the team from SSTG who will be talking today about their exciting entry-level opportunities. Before we begin, if you look to the right of the presentation screen, you'll see a chat facility. And we are live and we encourage you to ask any questions at any time. And feel free to make any comments and ask questions about the presentation, but there will be time at the end for a full Q&A session. So thank you very much for joining us today. And before we begin the presentation, could you just introduce yourselves and give a bit of an overview of your role at SSTG?
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. My name's Ian Palmer from SSTG. I'm the Marketing Development Manager. I just want to show you a video about SSTG, what we are and what we do, to start off the presentation.
SSTG is the UK's only non-profit making company specialising in marine recruitment and training. SSTG was started by shipping companies for shipping companies. We continue to identify and engage with the evolving and individual needs of our member companies as they respond to the dynamics of the maritime industry nationally and internationally. Our recruitment and training service is unrivaled in the support we give to officer trainees and in the close relationships we forge with our member companies. Recruitment. Selecting the best candidates available for every role. Our recruitment team have empathy with the expectations of our member companies and in matching the potential of candidates to the requirements of the role. Training management. Identify and implement the training requirements of our member companies. Organise and monitor training courses for the cadets recruited, delivered by accredited colleges and providers. Organisation of short course provision, STCW, OPITO, GWO, or any other form of required training. Organisation of any higher certificate training identifying the right course through thorough investigation of the candidate's prior achievement. Representation throughout the industry. We are in continual contact with all of the maritime industry's key decision makers. SSTG maintains close links with regulators and industry organisations such as Department for Transport, Maritime Coast Guard Agency, Merchant Navy Training Board, Chamber of Shipping, plus many more. Information, advice and guidance. SSTG maintains a full knowledge database containing information relating to all aspects of marine certification, qualification and training matters. We provide our member companies and their staff with advice and guidance on training options and comprehensive information on training, certification, tonnage tax and marine matters. Our financial management team works closely with our member companies to manage training costs within all of the necessary parameters. Claim any funding that is available for the courses. SSTG applies effective management accounting procedures which include the provision of monthly fully itemised accounts. Our achievements. SSTG have recruited and trained 2,500 cadets, arranged and managed 25,000 short courses, arranged and managed 1,000 higher certificate courses. Our previous trainees are now the backbone of the maritime sector worldwide. Some of the roles: masters, chief engineers, ship superintendents, managing directors, all levels of ships management, college and university lecturers. One ex-trainee is now the harbour master for the Port of Southampton. The list is endless. For 42 years, we have strived to be a complete service to our member companies and look forward to continuing the partnership and trust we have built with you.
So that's just a short presentation about SSTG, what we've done and what we've achieved. As you can see on this opening page, these are the companies that we work for. In container shipping, we have Evergreen Ferries, P&O and Sea Truck Ferries. Offshore, we have Boston Putford and All Star Shipping. Dredgers, Britannia, CMEX, Hanson and Tarmac. Tugs, Solent Towage, Cable Lane, Global Marine, Jack-up barges, Sea Jacks, research vessels, Guardline, tankers, John H. Whitacre, and cruise liners, Saga. So we've quite a varied contrast of shipping companies that we work on behalf. So interesting facts about Maritime. 75% of the planet's covered by water. Britain's an island nation depending extensively on sea transport. 96% of our imports and exports are carried by sea. 98% of all international voice and data traffic goes by submarine cable. 50+ million people travel by sea each year. Maritime industries employ 250,000 people, and maritime is the third largest service sector in the UK. So what do officers do? Engineering officers are responsible for the operation and maintenance of all the machinery from the main engine to complex computer control systems. Marine engineers will learn diverse skills to troubleshoot control circuits, overhaul diesel engines, or even a refrigeration unit. Now just a short video regarding engineering officers. Electro tech officers are responsible for the advanced electronic and electronic equipment and computer control systems. Essential maintenance and repair tasks include radio, satellite communications, and electronic navigational aids. As an electronic specialist, work includes overseeing and maintaining general IT systems, ship power generation, and distribution. Now just a short video regarding Electro tech officers. So finally, the deck officer. Deck officers are responsible for safe navigation of the vessel and all the passengers and crew. Deck officers will be in charge of unloading, loading the cargo, safety equipment, including lifeboats, firefighting equipment, etc., etc. Now a short video on the deck officer. So the training, 3 years training split into 5 phases. Phase 1's at college, building academic skills. Phase 2's at sea, building practical skills. Phase 3, back at college, ongoing studies. Phase 4, back at sea, completion of training record book. Phase 5, college phase, completion of academic studies, short courses, final examinations, oral exam, and issue of certificate of competency. Once you have your certificate of competency, you're qualified to work on any ship anywhere in the world. The routes that are available are either HNC, HND. The entry for these qualifications is GCSE at grades 9 to 5, 2017 on, or A to C pre-2017. Scottish qualifications, National 5, Level 8 C, or standard grades 1 to 3. Grades to include maths, physics or dual science and English. Foundation degree entry is 48 UCAS points in unspecified subjects. Engineer and ETO have to have studied maths or physics together with good grade at mathematics GCSE. Where can you study? Quite a few maritime colleges around the country. South Tyneside up towards Newcastle, Warsash, which is now Solent University, based down in Southampton. Fleetwood Nautical College up near Blackpool. East Coast College in Lowestoft. Humber Maritime College, City of Glasgow College, Shetland School of Nautical Studies, Plymouth University, and Liverpool John Moores University. The sponsorship package that we offer covers everything. This is all higher education, and you should be able to leave college stroke university debt-free, maybe with a bit of help from mum and dad. So uniform allowance is paid, exam fees are paid, all tuition fees are paid, medical fees, travel allowance, and then there's personal train allowance that's paid for you for your own upkeep. How to apply: visit the SSTG website and complete the online application. It's a very short application, very easy to fill in. For more information, contact SSTG. There's a couple of email addresses there. And now, just to finish up, to show you another video of 2 cadets chatting about their time under training.
The Merchant Navy is the trading of goods and movement of people. It's the commercial side to shipping.
I wanted to work at sea. I didn't know what kind of career exactly I wanted at sea. I knew you could work on yachts and other boats at sea, so I went along to different open meetings in different places, different colleges, and found this course through there.
The Merchant Navy is very important. People don't realise there's a high percentage of all goods coming into the country and out of the country are all transported by ship, because it's far cheaper to pay a ship to transport goods than it is to transport it by air or land.
It attracted me basically because all sorts of things really. It's the sea, yeah, definitely all the travelling is really good and different experiences I'm getting. So SSTG are an agency, a company which basically get you in touch with shipping companies like Saga, which can sponsor you throughout the cadetship.
SSTG helped me, they got me the company and they got me the job and they took me on. And any questions that I have with SSTG are always happy to help.
SSTG have been in touch with me pretty much the whole time. They come to the college at every phase I have, at least once, and go through things with me, make sure I'm happy, make sure everything I'm getting on well with everything and all my work. The first day I spent at sea, I was really excited and went straight up to the bridge and everything, and got really stuck in straight away, and got on with looking through different charts and stuff like that of where we were going. We were actually in Cape Town at the time, which was nice. So yeah, and I got shown around by different people and stuff, and slightly nervous but excited mainly.
I started off with a 6 months introduction course, and that breaks you into everything you'll be expected to learn in the whole course.
It's about 3 years long, and at the end you will get your certificate competency, and also depending on what route you take, you can either get a HND, a higher national diploma, or a foundation degree. SSTG are really good because they've helped me the whole way through. They've always been there. I know I can call them up whenever I need to or anything like that. They're also they've got really good relationships with all employers and colleges, and there's no false promises. You see exactly what you're going to get, so they always help you along and try and get you the best possible sponsorship you can. At the moment, I'm going to aim for captain and just see where it takes me, really.
In the end, I'd like to be chief engineer, but hopefully on tankers still. I enjoy working on tankers.
People should choose a career in the Merchant Navy because it's so diverse. There's so many different things to do, so many different job roles.
I like travelling, going all different places, meeting new people. I really do enjoy meeting new people and different places and that. And just seeing sights that you think a lot of people would never ever see, and getting paid to do so.
So thanks a lot, Ian, for that presentation. We can move on now to a bit of a Q&A session, and we have had quite a few questions coming in. So we'll start off with Olivia, and I think you might have covered this, but we'll just go over it. She's asking, what type of courses are there and does she need to pay? I think you might be muted, Ian.
Amount of times I've done that in Teams and Zoom. The courses are available are obviously for a navigation deck officer, marine engineer, and electro tech. They're either HNC, HND, or foundation degree. Regarding payment, your sponsor will pay for everything. So, like I said, you should be able to get through this training debt-free. Maybe a little bit of help from bank and mum and dad.
Okay. And where's the best place to view the courses that are available?
The colleges have lots of open days. You can go onto our website. There's lots of information about all the courses, the cadetships, everything you could want on our website. But if you want to actually go to one of the colleges and visit and see the sort of facilities that the students have, then it's worth going and taking a look.
Great, thanks. And another question is from Jacob, and he's asking, is there an age limit for these courses?
No, there's not an age limit as such in terms of we've had 50-year-old people applying. And of course, what you have to say to them is that it's really a young person starting off life, 3 years study. I mean, you're a student, you're not paid the best money in the world being a student, but you're paid. So if somebody's got commitments, married and all of that, then I would suggest them not to start on this training.
Okay, thank you. There's another question here from Jack, and I think you might have covered this, but he's asking what are the minimum entry requirements, and he's specifically asking about the officer roles.
Yeah, the officer roles for the HNC, HND is GCSE entry, current levels, I think for the, so it's A to C at the old grades and 5 and above on the new grades. For the foundation degree, it's A-level entry or a BTEC, and that really needs, if you're going to look at engineering or ETO, you need to have maths and science at quite a high level behind you.
Okay, and sort of on the same lines with entry requirements, Taya is asking, if I have a degree, can I apply, as I would like a career change and the Merchant Navy really appeals to me?
Yeah, we have a lot of people that go to universities, do their degrees, and then apply to us. So yeah, by all means, if your degree is not anywhere near what we're looking for, then obviously you've had the grades to get into that degree, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, and some of the sort of more frequent questions we get asked a lot is, what is the training like? So sort of day to day. So if you can go into a bit more detail on
that. Obviously, it's academic, very academic to start off with. In fact, the first couple of weeks at college is quite intensive maths, and that's really to make sure that you can get through later on once you start hitting the higher levels. But for engineers, there's a thing called workshop skills. They're doing practical training and academic training. For the deck officers, there's obviously deck training. There's one of the short courses that they do is called an EDH course, which teaches them all about seamanship and stuff like that. And the Electro techs are doing a workshop skills thing, obviously involved with electronics, which I've got no understanding of whatsoever.
Okay, great, thanks. And another question we get asked quite a lot is there such a thing as a perfect candidate? And would you give any sort of application hints and tips to help people with a successful application?
Tips I would give is have a good reason why you want to go to sea. Make sure it's the thing that you want to do. In your application, write those good reasons for going to sea. It may have been sitting on granddad's lap when you was a little child and he's telling you about the stories when he was going deep sea and stuff like that. But just have good reasons why you want to do it. One thing I'd say is, don't say on an application form that because you want to travel and see the world. We know you want to travel and see the world. We don't need to be told that. So it's not a good thing to waste space really putting that on the application. Put a bit of passion into it. They're the main sort of things. Obviously, you make sure you've got the grades for entry, and that's pretty much it in terms of the application process. Sorry, what was your other question?
Yeah, that was it. Just if there's any application hints and tips just to help with a successful application, really. Yeah,
just good reason why you want to do it, and yeah, that's the main thing, why you want to go to sea and the grades to actually get there. Our application process is very short. It's when GDPR come out, we just took everything out of it really, so we don't ask you too many questions.
Okay, and regarding sort of travel, there's a question from Cleo, and they're asking, will I get to see different countries or do you have to stay on the ship?
No, obviously when you're shipping's not like it used to be. You used to arrive in a port. If you're dealing with cargo, you used to arrive in a port and be there for quite a long time. with modern day logistics now, containers, you may hit a port in China and they're turning the containers round in 7 or 8 hours. So there are times when you do get ashore, but there's times when the changeover is so quick that it's not worth going ashore. I do know one young lad that we trained. He's now a professor, actually, up at Liverpool John Moores University. But he managed to get all of the Olympics when they was in China. His ship was actually in China. They got stuck in port for 3 weeks. So he managed to see quite a lot of the Olympics, which was quite good. So yes, you do get to see places. Just be careful about the kind of shipping experience that you want. People, if you look at offshore, what are you going to see? You're going to see the oil rigs in the North Sea. But those people are working a month on, month off. Your month off, you can go anywhere you want in the world.
Okay, and just to touch on offshore, we've had a question from Haley, who's asking, do you have any opportunities offshore? And if so, is it just oil and gas, or is there any other options?
No, we predominantly our 2 biggest companies, which is Boston Parkford and North Star Shipping, they're oil and gas offshore. North Star Shipping have just landed a big contract for wind farm technology where they've got to build 3 new ships, and they've got to be running them out of Tyneside to the wind farms in the North Sea. So we've got that'll be coming online in 2023, and then we have people like Seajacks that do the jack-up barges that have done quite a lot of work within the wind farm stuff. Guardline are more research vessels. They're the guys who do all the research for the oil and gas and wind farm people.
Okay, thanks. There's a question here from Will, and he's asking, how protected are the ships?
I take it we're talking about pirates, saying the situation regarding piracy now, I don't think you would have seen any ships that have come under pirates for quite some time. A lot of the places around the world are now quite controlled. They've really stopped the majority of that stuff going on. If it was to happen to you, you'd be extremely unfortunate. I was at sea for 25 years and never saw a pirate vessel. So,
okay. And sort of moving on to entry requirements again. Christopher is asking, do you have any apprenticeship opportunities, or do you have to have been to college to apply?
Well, I mean, to a degree, this is probably one of the oldest apprenticeships in the world in terms of the way we do this kind of stuff. There are 1 or 2 companies looking for rating apprenticeships. P&O Ferries deal with rating apprenticeships, but most of the companies that are dealing with ratings are doing it themselves. We don't actually manage that process for them. So ours is all officer training, which are called traineeships as opposed to apprenticeships.
Okay. And there's a question here from Amy, and she's saying, for students starting after their GCSEs, are there any accommodation options at the training sites?
All the training sites have got halls of residence. The amount of money you're paid as a training allowance is more than enough to pay for the halls of residence. So, yeah, they've all got halls of residence that you can book into.
Okay, thanks. And another common question that we get asked a lot is, how would you describe the culture there?
The culture in the maritime colleges, I think they're all quite like-minded young people who have got a goal where they want to be in the merchant navy, and the colleges, I think they've got a real good thing going. And we encourage it to be people to work together and all of that, because we find a lot more success, and the colleges know this, in terms of, if you get a successful group of young people and they're all pulling together and working together going forward, then it works really well. And of course, at the end of the term, when they go into phase 2 or something like that, they're all going off into different experiences and shipping. So that's a point of interest for them to discuss when they get back.
Okay, thanks a lot. Well, I think we're sort of coming to the end now of all the questions. I just wondered if you had any sort of closing comments to make, or the best place for people to go to get started and find more information.
Definitely go to our website, www.sstg.org. If you want further information, other sponsoring companies, if you don't like the looks of the companies we work for, then go to the Careers at Sea website and look for sponsoring companies, and you'll see the other companies that do this stuff there.
So thanks again to SSTG and everyone that joined us today. Just to remind you that the session has been recorded and will be uploaded to careermap.co.uk soon, so you can watch on demand at any time. We hope you enjoyed today's event, and we hope to see you again very soon. So stay safe, everyone, and thank you for joining.